Okay, so Kristen, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you. If I can figure this out. There we go. Um, Kristen, will you go ahead and just tell us obviously your name, rank, where you're from, and how long you've been with It Works Global?
Hi guys, I'm Kristen and I am a Ruby, and I have been with It Works. In August it'll be 4 years. So I haven't progressed super quick, but I've always gotten a paycheck, and even though life's kind of thrown some curveballs at me, my son was born in the end of 2013 with a congenital heart defect that's required a couple open heart surgeries, and I figured out how to blitz in hospital, even through stuff like that. But I guess my tip for you guys, just because I guess it's something I'm working on right now, so there's a lot of different things you can do. But we're getting to the end of the school year. You want to build your business. You want to keep building your business. Include, like, if you do a teacher's gift for your kids. I was just telling Melissa, I'm working on Holly's teacher's gifts right now because it's the end of the school year for her tomorrow. And I'm going to put a wrap in there. I don't usually put a wrap, but I'm going to put a wrap in there because if they try it, then they're going to contact me for more because it's awesome. I'm going to put an energy drink. Thanks, Holly. Some greens, some chews, just some stuff that I've got. And, you know, I've been dripping on her teachers all year long. And now I'm going to give them some stuff and, you know, follow up with them. You know, they send stuff out during the summer and stuff. So take every little opportunity that you can and, you know, just share your business with people. I know, Melissa, you said an aha moment. My most recent aha moment came thanks to Melissa the other day. I'm in the Ruby to Cruise group because I will be on that boat. Leaves the day after my birthday, and I will be on that boat. Task number 5 had an extra credit portion, and that is to listen to these modules from Jim Rohn. And personal development is something that I have often put on the back burner because I didn't always see how it could affect my business right now. And boy, was I wrong. Listen to these. I think Melissa might have them in your team files. If not, she'll send them to you if you ask. I know she will. But the way that it changes your thinking and motivates you, it's like being plugged into calls. Just little key things that he talks about, they will click for you and you'll be like, wow, okay, I can do this. I'm going to do this. And it gives you the mindset for success. That's what personal development will do for you. Reading books, listening to these presentations that they give. Always do your personal development.
Thank you so much. So I'm super, like, I went diamond in 3 months, and I was very pig-headed, and I wasn't doing personal development. So, like, I like want to shove it down everyone's throat. Like, please don't learn the hard way. Please don't learn the hard way and do this. And, you know, I was actually reading, before we got on this, I was reading, it's called Intentional Living, and it's by John Maxwell, who's an amazing orator, and he was mentored by Jim Rohn. And he talks about doing, you know, if I were 5% better than yesterday, what is it that I would be doing? And how success is small changes over time, not this giant change all at once. And anyway, so I was thinking there, because I don't know how to explain to people how important personal growth and personal development is. And the two different analogies I can give you is, one, why do people go to church all the time? They go to rekindle their spirit, their mind, their soul. Well, you can do all those things yourself, and you have all the tools, but sometimes it takes other people and being around like-minded people and hearing from someone like that to actually, be uplifted. So anyways, that's the first analogy. The second analogy is with personal growth is why when we're kids, the way we learn is by reading books, watching videos, and hearing from people with advanced experience from us. So why do we stop doing that as an adult? There's no reason why we should. So it's really important to me to continue to grow, especially because I have seen what happens when I don't. Not only is my life stagnant, my paycheck stagnant, or sometimes it declines because the world is ever changing. And there's going to be people all around us that influence us in one way or another. So if we don't change with it, we'll stay stagnant or we'll just kind of get worse. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I think it's super amazing that you're a Ruby and been in for 4 years because I love what you said at the beginning. You said, I still get a paycheck because I think, some people are like, well, I'm not making the big bucks, but guess what? You are making something, and something is better than nothing. And for those of you who don't know, her little guy has a very advanced heart disease, and it's very, very, very time consuming, but she's never, ever, ever let that be an excuse for anything, and that's very admirable to me. So I appreciate you being on here, Kristen. All right, Amy, you ready, girl? You can unmute yourself. If you can, yeah, there you go. So go ahead and tell us your name, where you're from.
Here we go.
How long you've been in, and maybe your rank, a tip, and an aha moment.
Okay, well, my name is Amy Hubbard. I started April 20th of last year, just hit my year mark. I am a recruiter for about the last 8 months, and I don't know, it's hard to say a tip. The tip, I would say, I kind of noticed myself, I was I was preaching to my men what would be IPAs for them and, doing, and I wasn't practicing what I was preaching. So my tip is, I kind of fell back. I remembered what Casey was saying. You don't want to be a manager, don't try and manage your team. It's not, you're not a manager. You want to try and lead them and help them. And I just kept thinking for so long, how am I boxed for executive for 8 months and I cannot make this? I'm not understanding it. And then when I reached out to my uplines and I'm like, look, I throw any tip you have at me, throw any help you have at me, throw any task you have at me. I don't see what I'm doing wrong. And then it hit me was I was too busy trying to, and I kind of saw a video from you. I think it was your Periscope one day where instead of saying, oh, well, have you blitzed people? Have you done this? Have you done that? When I'm going to the store and I wasn't blitzing, I wasn't doing what I was asking them to do. And you had a different perspective of being relatable and understanding and asking them, oh, I understand when I was in that situation, this kind of helped me. So I was going through a funk of managing without even noticing I was managing. It just kind of was like happened. That excitement and anxiety and overwhelming. I was like, okay, we have to do this, this, and this. Yeah. But then I realized how backfiring on me. So I just recently stepped back and I got GoPro and I love it. I've been reading that and I've been doing a lot of self-development. Like we've been just here talking. I put myself in the Ruby task force. I do every single thing. And that's another thing I was slacking on was as soon as I would get going a little bit, I would get that excitement and I'd be like, okay, I'm doing good. And I want to keep my drive. You know, I would get excited and kind of just stabilize at that. But then I would question, well, why ain't I getting executive? Why isn't my paycheck growing? Because I wasn't getting out of my comfort zone. And that's, I just realized a tip to myself. If I expect to grow, I need to lead, be understanding and compassionate and step out of my comfort zone and practice what I preach. Or it's not gonna happen. And even, I'm not even gonna lie, even with tonight, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting on a Zoom with Melissa Martin. Oh, I'm so nervous. But I was like, I have to do this. These are the things I need to be doing. I need to get out of my comfort zone. This is what I need to do to grow. And so I've been working on personal growth and self-development. And it really comes to pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. You know, you can't expect to help somebody if you can't help yourself.
Yeah.
So I've been working on a lot on myself, and it even feels amazing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you did the extra credit, and you don't have to admit if you did or didn't, but the extra credit were the Jim Rohn modules. In the very opening module, they talk about to have more, you have to become more. So he talks about a guy that, he has a list of he's got like 5 pages of what a perfect wife would be. And he's got every little detail of what a perfect wife would be. And as like a female who's, you know, I'm not a feminist, but I'm like, wow, that's like super pig-headed. Like, this is what I want my wife to be, you know? So, but what he did from there was he realized he had to become all the things that a person with all those qualities wants. And, you know, we have to relay that back to our business. If we want that perfect distributor, that amazing team, we have to be the leader that those people want to be with, the person that those people want to join. So I appreciate you. You did a great job. And I appreciate that you're staying up with the task group. If anybody wants to be in the Ruby group and you aren't already, I highly suggest being in it. So. I don't know if I have more sidelines on here. Let me double check. Because I know there was supposed to be, I know one's in the hospital, and it looks like the other one didn't make it. So let me go ahead and go to Nikki. I saw you in here. There you are, Nikki. Let me go to speaker view here. So Nikki, go ahead and let everybody know, your name, where you're from, and a tip and aha moment.
Hold on. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Nick. I am in Ohio. Howdy, howdy. I am a Ruby. I've been with the company for over a year. It was March of last year that I joined. Hold on, sweetie. Sorry, my toddler is not in bed. A tip from me, I would say the thing that has been working like really great for me lately is my lifestyle posts, especially with, you know, pictures of me and Savannah together. I get a lot of interaction with that. And so I message people, you know, after they like the post and like, oh my gosh, you know, thank you so much for the love on my post. You know, would you happen to have any questions about the business or anything like that? Or like if I post a product or something like the stretch mark cream. Okay, I'm pregnant right now. I am almost 31 weeks. So I use a lot of stretch mark cream right now. But I post a lot about that, and I've got several people who are really wanting to try it. So posting the products, of using them, your lifestyle posts, those work. And I'm talking like, I had people who had never liked or commented really on my posts before that I messaged, and they were like, girl, I didn't even know you did this stuff. And I was like, seriously? You go to my Facebook profile and you didn't know I did this stuff? I had to laugh. But that would be a tip from me. And I would say an aha moment, because I'm in the cruise group as well. And the daily tasks are extremely helpful for me because I seem to be like, oh, look, squirrel. And I get so sidetracked, and it's really distracting for myself, and it's distracting for my business. So since I've been following these steps, I've had a lot more, I should say, confidence in reaching out to people because I'm super chicken sometimes. But I've been able to talk with more people recently and actually get out there. And then I blitzed somebody the other day. I don't blitz very often. And so I actually blitzed somebody, and she was interested in the business. So that was pretty awesome for me.
That's awesome.
It for me. Yeah, getting a lot more courage, I guess, in talking to people. I'd like to be excited about it, and then the positivity and the excitement it feeds off. People feed off that. It's like it's contagious. It really is. And Mary and my Aunt Mary, I don't know if some of you might know her, but she's a blue, and she's a blue and yellow. So she's got all these connections, but then she contacts me and saying, hey, I'm trying to get a party booked, this date. Are you available? Heck yeah, I'm available. Let's go party. So we do these together, and it works very well for us, how we have our partnership working out. So I'm helping her, and then, she helps me. So we're a team as far as that goes.
That's awesome. I love having an accountability partner. When I lived in, I really like to do is have a sideline accountability partner, because they can give you tough love and you can't be mad at them. They're just being real with you. Whereas if an upline does it, you're you're just saying that because you're my upline. And then as a downline says that, you just get frustrated. So I really love a sideline accountability partner. So if any of you can get those by going to events or just being nice with people that are with It Works, or on the team pages, things like that. So someone just asked, do you ever blitz with someone else? I plan to go out with another DT tomorrow to blitz. And I personally do, and have in the past. And we actually go out and tell people it's Customer Appreciation Day, and we're handing out coupons for our business. So we go to businesses and we go to the employees and just say, hey, it's Customer Appreciation Day. We're giving out coupons for our business and doing raffles for free products. Can we leave some coupons? Would you like to enter? And we have them fill out the raffle entry forms. So, but for some reason, doing that with someone else, it's such a big accountability piece and helps with your nerves. Because you watch them do it and you're like, wow, that was really easy. And then you do it and you're like, well, I kind of have to do it because they're doing it. So I like to blitz. I prefer to blitz in pairs personally. Let me see. I know I have Kelly, you are next on my little boxy thing here. So if you'll just kind of let everybody know, let me find you again. Your name, where you're from, how long you've been in, your rank, a tip and an aha moment. That'd be awesome. Oh, you gotta unmute yourself. I guess I could unmute you. No, you got it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. My name is Kelly. I've been in just a little over 2 years. It was 2 years in February. I just went double diamond last month. I guess a tip would be pour into your team, but don't forget about yourself. I did that for a while where I was so focused on my team that I forgot to build my business personally. So I like to do some personal development. A lot of the gym room modules are amazing. And I like to do a lot of personal development reading and then focus on time for me to do my business and then help my team. An aha moment would be, I have so many.
It's hard.
It's a constant. It is hard. It's hard because it's constant, and it changes all the time. But an aha moment for me would just be, like for today, I was sitting with another distributor, kind of going over things with her, and she's like, well, how do you do everything? I don't do everything. You guys, Facebook's still a highlight reel. We still post like a highlight reel, because I'm not going to post negative stuff on there. I have really bad days. I know my uplines do. I know my sidelines do. And I know my downlines do. And not everyone talks about them. But that's what your upline and your sidelines are there for. I wouldn't recommend ever talking to your downline about it, but she was just like so overwhelmed with everything. And she's like, I can't do this. I'm like, yes, you can. It's what I'm here for. That's what Melissa's here for. That's what you have uplines for, to vent it out and make yourself feel like a normal, relatable human being.
Yeah. My favorite quote from a conference we went to is, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. So I absolutely love that. You know, the house isn't always clean. The laundry isn't always done. But there's food in everyone's mouth and time together. So let me look at this question. I've also done team contests. Oh, team contests for blitzing. So having people do. Now here's the thing. If you do a team contest, what I always recommend is you need to do the things you've asked in that contest. Anytime I put out a contest, anytime I put out a challenge, I do those things. I don't care if it's an executive challenge, a challenge to get executive, a challenge to get Ruby, or whatever. I do those things with my team because they're not going to do things that you aren't doing. So I have another question for everyone. How do you respond when someone that is interested in the business says that it sounds like a pyramid scheme? I love this question, but if someone else wants to take it, you're more than welcome to. Okay, here's what I say. So this happened to me yesterday. I was actually at Einstein Bagels talking to someone. She's like, I almost told you were wasting your time because so these businesses, my biggest concern is, they just seem like such a pyramid scheme. So I asked her, I said, okay, so I love this. I told her, I said, I love this question and I understand your concern. So you always, anytime you get a rebuttal, you always say, you use what's called feel, felt, found. I understand how you feel, I can see where you're coming from. I have felt blah, 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 blah. And what I've found is blah, 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 blah. So you use feel, felt, found. So I was like, I totally understand how you feel. This is something we've heard before. So tell me, what do you consider a pyramid scheme? And she's like, well, you recruit people to get in underneath you and you make money off of them. And the person who was in first makes the most money. And I said, okay, stop right there. Our compensation plan is so amazing that I get to make personally 20 times the amount that my sponsor makes. I am making 20 times the amount my sponsor makes, and I'm making about 10 times the amount the person above her makes, and they are above me in this thing you call a pyramid. So I just want to assure you that the pyramid schemes were something that was around in the 70s, and they are now illegal. There was no exchange of product, and we actually exchange very high quality products. Network marketing and direct sales have the highest quality products in this country. It's a known fact, and 80% of people in this country purchase from direct sales network marketing companies. Our plan is designed to pay those that are working the hardest. So we have 10 minutes, just so you guys know, left. So then the second thing I told her was, I said, now let me tell you this. So say you join my team, Sally. You're going to join my team, and I'm going to drive an hour and a half where you live to go launch you. Probably do that 2 to 3 times in your first 2 months. I am going to incentivize you with T-shirts. I'm going to train you on Zoom calls like this. Now, wouldn't I be a little bit crazy to do that for completely free? And she was like, yeah. I'm spending gas money and spending time, effort, all those things. And then the third thing I tell them is I ask them if they make more than their current boss. And then I ask them if their boss makes more than their boss or the owner of the company. And they go, I said, well, that looks like a pyramid thing, right? Last but not least, I tell them that, what's the last one? Oh gosh, there's another one I always use as well, but I can't think of it right now. Sorry if I think of it. I tell them that, it costs money to join these things because you're starting a business franchise. And because we were at Einstein Bagels, I said, if I want to start an Einstein franchise, do I need to pay money to start it? And she goes, yeah. I said, so if my company is going to send you product, cover you liability-wise for the next year, for you to franchise your own little name with us, shouldn't it cost you money? And I don't say it rude. I'm just being factual with it. So that's how I answer that. Business franchises cost money. And that's what you're doing. You're your own boss in this. So you have to pay to do that. So, okay. So I'm trying to see who else from this group is on. Okay, Samantha, you're up next because you're in the runners group. So if you'll just kind of tell us your name, where you're from, your rank, how long you've been in, a tip, a really, really quick tip, and aha moment. And then we have one more after this. You'll have to unmute yourself, girl. Or just write in the chat if you want to. There you go.
Oh, hi. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm eating dinner. I was just
okay.
Not realize you were going to call on me. I apologize.
That's okay.
Hi, I'm Samantha. And let's see, I joined in January, on the last day of January. And I am currently a distributor on my way to executive and then Ruby. Whoop, whoop. And let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm probably all like bright red.
That's okay. So how about maybe something you've learned since you started?
Oh my gosh, I feel like I've learned a ton.
So how about where do you learn most your information? What are like some helpful resources?
I've really enjoyed some of the resources that you guys have suggested already. I'm about halfway through GoPro. I just finished the first module from Jim Rohn. I think the most important thing that I've been learning so far is how to market myself, if that makes sense. I didn't have a lot of confidence going into this business. I had confidence in the product, but not in myself. And as I've met people who have wanted to try the products and started a relationship with me, I've learned to develop myself more and to become more confident in myself. And that's helping me get more customers and build more relationships.
Awesome, girl. Well, I appreciate you. So I'm assuming you enjoy the team pages where you find a lot of those modules and suggestions.
Yes, I do.
I learned so much from those when I first started too. So I find that in this business that it's 90% mental, and those that succeed are the ones that overcome the inner demons inside their head. There's a battle between good and bad always. And a lot of times that's inside our head, so we can't let that overcome. Ashton, you are next and last. If you can give us a quick tip or something you've learned, and we'll open it up to questions because we only have 5 minutes here. And I think, here we go. You'll have to unmute yourself if you can. That says Elizabeth Chandler, but I can unmute you if you need me to. Let's see if I can find you here. Or if you're like busy, we can just skip you. That's fine. Whatever you prefer. Unmute. You there, Ashton? Hello, Ashton?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was actually out eating with somebody.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, really quick. Just say.
You're totally fine.
One quick tip.
Be positive. Show your excitement about the product. I noticed is a big tip. And I've noticed I like giving samples just to let people try them.
Okay.
Like I did that with WOW the other day, and someone ended up buying like 4 different products.
Awesome. That's amazing. Good job. I love it.
Excitement. I have people ask me.
WOW is such an amazing one to give samples of because you get 30 of them in a box. So it's like, wow, that can really spread out, you know?
Right. And it was amazing. She's like, you're really good at selling this stuff. I was like, I'm not selling it. It's really helping. Like, I didn't know how to explain it to her because she thought I was
Right.
but it was really good. Awesome.
Okay, I'll let you get back to your dinner. We'll just open it up to some Q&A really quick. So we have 3 minutes for anyone that has any last minute questions. I hope that this has helped you guys a little bit. If you are not in the Ruby task group, or if you're in the Ruby task group and not really doing the modules, you're missing out, or the tasks, missing out for sure. I uploaded to the team page. I'll show you guys really quick. It's a how to work our business task sheet. So if you go to my team page or Casey's team page, I put it in every team page that I'm in. Well, I put it in Family Body Rock, TWA, and I Am a 10. So you go to Family Body Rock, go to the Files tab here, and it's basically just like a little checklist. How to work your biz checklist. There's so many files in here for you guys to utilize. And it's literally income producing activities. So you're more welcome to laminate it, print it off, whatever. If you have questions on it, let us know. But there's also YouTube videos that can kind of explain a lot of each little task. So I'd encourage you to watch that. I'm not going to open this up all the way. We have, well, maybe I will. We have 2 more minutes left. If there's any more questions. Oh, wait, it looks like we have 2 questions. So I actually work for a company that does, how do you word it when people ask if we're FDA approved? So I tell people that the FDA stands for the Food and Drug Administration. We are not drugs. We are natural products. The #1 cause of death in this country is medical, where some sort of medicine or something happened to someone suddenly because of a medicine. That's the #1 cause. It outranks cars, it outranks all kinds of things. So I tell them, the Food and Drug Administration, they actually highly regulate what we can and can't say, but we're not drugs. So we don't go through an approval process from them. If you go to myitworks, productcoach.com, it tells you what we are regulated by. We are plus the FDA is only in the United States. We operate all throughout the world. We are regulated by the USP, which is the United States Pharmacopoeia, and we have to put all of our products are made in the GMP, which stands for manufacturing practice. So that is what I tell them. I say we are highly regulated by them. Not that I don't really feel like it's myitworksproductcoach.com. I don't really like the FDA a lot, to be honest with you. I don't. They're the drugs from the FDA are the #1 cause of death in this world. So I'm very happy and thankful for the drugs we do have in modern medicine. But the body is self-healing, and if we take care of it in advance, we don't have to worry so much about that stuff later. So.